Hey guys, it's me again. Uh, I sort of did this video twice last week, but I didn't, uh, I didn't get all the topics I wanted to discuss. So I guess I'll try to do it here and now. For the last 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks, this whole George Floyd stuff has been going around. And look, it's sad the man died. I get that, you know. Going back a few years back, it's sad that Michael Brown died. Sad that that Janice Bland girl died. Uh, the Freddie Gray guy died. But you have to ask yourself a few things. Why is it, with everybody and their mama having a cell phone nowadays, and I would say at least 99.9% of every cell phone has a camera, why is it that the only footage we always see is a bunch of whites, or someone that look like they're white, killing a black man? Or a black person, rather, I should say. Why is that? Why is that the only thing the media shows at us is white on black? It's never white against Asian, white against Hispanic, black against Asian, black against Hispanic, black. Because you can't say that only white cops are racist, or white people in general are racist. To say that is utter foolishness. But if you listen to the media, that's all it is. It's always dumping the racist stuff in the white man's lap. And that's irresponsible, and it's just dead wrong. They had that man's funeral yesterday, the one over in Texas. Based off of that funeral, you would swear he was some singer or ex-football player or somebody like Kobe Bryant, or horse-drawn carriage and all that. Now, why was that put on TV? To inflame people to continue rioting, to continue protesting. And as far as those protesters, you've got what you wanted. Those cops have been charged. Chances are they won't get out of jail. So why are you still protesting? You claim, oh, the police are racist. You can say that about any. You can say that about police. You can say it about teachers. You can say it about any profession is going to have that kind of people in it. And these big organizations, these Hollywood elites, these video game companies, EA and whoever else, are handing out money by the millions to Black Lives Matter. You think you can solve issues with money? The hate that's in anybody's heart is not going to be solved because you pumping some money into an organization that fuels the flames of hatred in this country. Black Lives Matter is the next generation of the Al Sharptons and the Jesse Jacksons of this country. If they really cared about black lives, they would be in the black neighborhoods, getting those gangs out of the neighborhood, getting the drug dealers out of the neighborhood, getting help for the drug addicts in the neighborhood, getting those liquor stores out of the black neighborhoods. But ultimately, they'd be protesting these abortion clinics because they kill way more black people than cops do. But no, the black wino lives don't matter. The black drug addicts' lives don't matter. The black babies don't matter. The only time black lives matter is when that person is killed at the hands of a white cop or a white person. Then it matters. Then you get on TV and say XYZ. How come you don't show when a black cop kills somebody? Why? Because black can't be racist? Is that what it is? And God forbid if somebody cracks a joke or doesn't toe the line, they get fired, like that guy from The Flash. Something Sawyer or Sawyer something, whatever his name is. Or Drew Brees, he's made to apologize. I find it funny that the left is always talking about being tolerant, but yet when the shoe's on the other foot, they're not tolerant of somebody having a different opinion. I can't tell you how many times I've been called Uncle Tom, or a house nigger, or I'm a self-hating black man, because I don't sit there and follow bandwagons and jump on bandwagons and support every black group or black politician that pops up on TV. But there's tons of black conservatives that think the same way I do. So, if you want to call me a sellout, continue doing it. Continue. Because there's plenty more sellouts just like me. This country is so hypocritical when it comes to race, it's not even funny. A white man can crack a joke about a race, about anybody. Black or Asian, doesn't matter. He gets fired. Like that guy from ESPN, he cracked a joke about that Asian golfer. I think last year or year before last. And I believe he either got fired or they made him apologize. There was another, there was another DJ, I think either on Sirius or XM Radio, one of those, maybe like 10 years back. He made a joke about black basketball female players. I believe he got fired. But yet, then you got these actors who can't do blackface, or they have to go and apologize. But yet, nobody made a fuss about white chicks, and now they're doing a part 2 or whatever. Why is there such a double standard when it comes to race? You got these black comedians, they can say anything about a white man, and it's looked at as a joke. Oh, it's just a joke, ha 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 ha. But yet when a white man does the exact same thing, there's a big fuss about it. Why is there a double standard? You cannot sit here and want to talk about having a discussion about race, but yet not look at these double standards. It's impossible to have a true discussion about race in this country and yet overlook these double standards. You're going to have to look at these double standards, look at them for what they are, and deal with them. And say, you know what? These do not exist. Or, sorry, not exist. These do not have to exist. If you pick at one person for doing blackface, pick at the other side too. If one side can't crack a race joke, the other side can't do it either. That's the way it should be. No special privileges for this person. You got these people who won't let the past die. They want to continue to bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, look under any crevice, every rock, every nook and cranny to find race. Even when there's clearly no race involved, they'll try to find it. Go online, and I dare you to go online if you think I'm talking nonsense. You'll find articles where it talks about racism causes blacks to have fewer good dreams or fewer good night sleeps. Racism causes blacks to have health problems and to be obese. You'll find that stuff. I'm not making this stuff up. But let me go back to one more double standard. When that knockout game thing was going around about 4 years or so, and a gang of blacks were just beating up on white folks, nobody said a word about it. It was hush hush. But now all of a sudden, when you got these kids doing this knee on the neck thing on TikTok, now everybody's got something to say about it. This is getting so out of control. People have pushed this whole guilt on the white man because his ancestors had slaves, or his granddaddy mistreated some blacks during the civil rights. They've pushed that guilt onto the white people so much to now, I honestly feel that the whites now they have to sit here and say something about this whole George Floyd crap, just so nobody will sit there and say, oh, because you were silent, you were racist. I honestly feel that. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. And I get called a sellout, or I'm not black enough because I don't support Black Lives Matter, or this politician because he's black, or that politician because he's black, or I don't listen to this rap music guy or whatever. I hate rap with a passion. I had a person on Facebook tell me last night, oh, because the way I dress and the way I act, I can't speak on black issues. What does it mean to act black? And yet that very same person, no doubt, will get mad the minute if some cop stopped them and says, hey, I stopped you because you was black. So you want to get mad at a cop for racially profiling you, but yet you'll sit here and tell me, oh, I'm not black enough because I don't do X, Y, Z. This country is going to tear itself apart over something that none of us has any control over. God made us this way for a reason. And I'm not going to sit here and call a white man a cracker or whatever just because he's white. Because he can't control it. Neither can I control the fact that I'm black. It irritates me to no end. And I thank God I was raised the way I was raised. And I had friends of all races. Asians, whites, Hispanics. And I thank God that I didn't live in a bad part of town where I had to, be around people like that who saw race in every single thing. Oh, the white man this, the white man that, XYZ this, XYZ that. Oh, my teacher racist because she gave me an F on my test and all this. How about the fact that you got an F on your chest because you didn't study? How about that? But I've heard that stuff from people in school countless times. This country will never rise above race because we don't want to. And we're not willing to look at the fact that money will not fix everything. This is a matter of the heart. And money can't fix that. Now you got HBO Max trying to yank off Gone with the Wind because one person claimed that it glorified slavery. No, it didn't. How many movies on HBO glorify sex and violence? But yet those movies aren't getting yanked. When you let one person dictate how you run your company, you've lost. You've lost. I bet you $1 you got stuff on HBO Max, cartoons and stuff that's geared towards kids, and yet they're shoving that LGBTQ crap all into the movie. But are those movies getting yanked off? No. This stuff just burns me up to no end. So before I start ranting even more, let me cut this video off. Till next time, guys.